Guys, what up? Dan Klein here. So this is probably like, you're probably like, why are you on your Facebook page? I was walking around and I've been sitting here for the last 20 or 30 minutes thinking about how I want to kind of get you guys moving in this week 4 training. And I walked out onto my balcony overlooking the whole city from my new house, and I got a big piece of land. And since the time I moved in here, every once in a while, and I'm talking a little bit here, a little bit there, I'd see a deer or two. Okay, and I'm gonna show you this real quick. I'll get you there. But I've seen a deer or two here or there kind of walking around. And about 2 weeks ago, I decided I wanted to see deer more often. And so I went to the feed store and I asked the guy, I said, what would I have to do to get the deer to come by? And he's like, oh, just buy some of this like oats and, whatever it was called, oats and like honey or something. And he's like, just, put some of this out. And so I started doing that. I went out there and I started dumping. You can see them eating right here. I started dumping these little piles of this oats and whatnot. And all of a sudden, I'm talking within 10 minutes of me doing this, I saw 9 deer coming towards our house. And then the next morning when I woke up, the first thing in the morning, we see deer everywhere. Deer, deer, deer. Now, it's not that they're just even coming to eat, but they're coming closer to the home. And the reason I tell you this story is because I was thinking about how we approach prospecting in business. And I was thinking about, man, when I made the decision that I wanted to see deer, I went out there and I got the resources necessary. Sorry about that. I got the resources necessary to basically make it happen. Okay? And so I just think it's interesting because when we are in this position in life and we're working a job or we're doing whatever it is that we're doing, we find, and Tony said it above very, very well, we find all the different things, resources, I guess, that we say we don't have in order to make business happen, whether it's time or technology or money or all these different things, right? But the truth is, it really comes down to resourcefulness. How resourceful do you want to get to make your business work? Now, up until this point, in the videos that you've watched, we've probably trained you 98% of how this process is going to work. In week 5, we'll finish up the other 2% of the process. Very important 2%, by the way. But in reality, what you have learned thus far, up until meeting Brad, it's all I knew. Okay? At that point, I was in the $30,000 to $40,000 a month income range, and I had learned and I could do exactly what I've trained you up until this point. Okay? So those were the only resources I had. That was the only information I knew. How to get up a Weebly site, how to figure out a niche, how to set up a call tracking line, how to get up the citations and get citations listed, how to get up the Google local listing and get that optimized in the way we did, how to get the postcard coming. That process, exactly what I've taught you up until this point, is all the resources I had, and I was able to go out there and build income that most doctors, most lawyers, most CEOs don't build. With exactly what I've taught you up until this point. I would sell Weebly sites for $300, $400 a month on a 12-month contract. $4,000 or $5,000. Many of you guys think it's silly, but it's a fact. Okay, I would go out there and I would talk to business owners about doing SEO work for them, and all I would do is I'd get their Google local listings verified. I'd get the postcards coming in. I'd get their citations rolling, and I'd get their just their basic look and feel and just overall presence of the web there. Okay, and I'd charge them for it, $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 a month. Okay, why? Because this stuff works. Okay, those were the resources I had, and I knew that, and hopefully you've seen at this point that most of the business owners that you're going to run into have done these things incorrectly. And so make no mistake that the knowledge that you have up until this point has every capacity, as simple as it may seem, to go out there and create you large amounts of income. The difference is how resourceful are you going to become with it? How resourceful are you going to be? Do you want to see the deer coming in? Are you going to go find a way to get them to come in? Okay. And so I just, I was thinking of just how now every day I wake up, before I go to bed, I see deer all over this property. And it was just simply a choice that I wanted to see them. And I went out and found the resources to make it happen. And I've made it happen. I didn't know anything about where to put it or how to put it or how big of piles I should make or what part of the property I should put it on. I didn't really know. I just went out there and I did it. And the bottom line is most of success and most of what we do in job killing has really little to do with about knowing everything or about doing everything perfectly, and more to do with just doing it and just making it happen and taking imperfect action. So I want to get you ready. I want to get your mind ready, because I know in your mind you don't think you have the entire puzzle. But I'm going to get you ready right now to start prospecting your ass off. Okay? We're going to start moving you into the zone of uncomfortableness, because honestly, that's where you make all the money. Okay? The stuff I've trained you, the Weebly and Brad trained you the content stuff and the citations and the local stuff and the getting the postcard and the call sling and all these little steps, okay? I think we can all agree that anyone can do them. The difference between the person that makes the money, the person that kills their job, the person that does what they showed up to do inside of job killing is they put themselves out there. They take imperfect action and they get this beast rolling. Okay? So right now, and I'm sorry you have to look at these deers, but hopefully the reminder to you that right now, week 4, we're going to start prospecting. We're going to start reaching out. We're going to start getting uncomfortable. We're going to start making things happen now, before we've actually even got any leads coming in. And I know that seems crazy to you guys, but that's what we're about to do. Okay? And for some of you guys, what's going to happen in this week is you're going to wave the SOS flag. You're going to find a reason to not get a result. You're going to self-sabotage. You're going to tell yourself that you're too busy. Tell yourself that you need to know more. Tell yourself that you couldn't do something or your Google postcard's not here. And you know what? None of that stuff matters. Okay? I promise you this. You can drop me in any city, any country, doesn't matter. And with what I've taught you up until this point, I could go and grow a 6-figure income in 30 days or less. And the reason why is prospecting. Getting in front of people consistently. Being willing to get your new skills that 99% of business owners don't have out in front of them so they can spend money with you. Okay? Now, of course, we're going to start generating leads. And of course, you're going to learn a little bit more to this puzzle. But for now, I want to up the prospecting. I want to get you to understand that truly prospecting's 99% of this business. Prospecting is what most of these internet dorks, these internet goofballs who want to sit behind a computer and know everything, it's the reason why they live in their mother's basement and they have no money. And the reason why a guy like me or a guy like Brad, who doesn't have any of that internet technical, knowledge per se, but it's the reason why we make the big bucks. It's the reason why we got the big houses. It has nothing to do with the technical ins and outs. Those things are important, but you guys have had a roadmap up until this point to see they're not that difficult. It's the knowledge and the way that you put those things in place that make this business work. Okay? but it's the prospecting and the getting in front of the business owners that pay the bills. So I'm going to leave you with that. Just like the deer, just like we brought the deer in, and now I see him every day because I prospected for him because that's what I wanted to see. We're going to do the same thing with your business. Now I want to go over a couple things real quick. Number one, at this point you should have 3 sites done in 3 different niches, one of which you've verified with Google and we're waiting on a postcard. The postcard should be here within 1 week up to 5 to 6 weeks, okay? The second 2, you can go and get those verified, but you'll need to get 2 new addresses, or you'll need to wait for that first postcard to come. First postcard to show up. So you should have 3 completed sites end to end that are ready to rock and roll in 3 separate niches. And we're going to turn on the prospecting machine right now in this next video. And I'm going to teach you one of my secret client getting methods that has literally made me probably millions of dollars at this point. But if not millions, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's one of the simplest tricks that I can teach you. It's something that people miss each and every day. It's, in fact, I taught it horribly in Job Killing 1.0, and that's why I'm making such a big deal about teaching it the right way and really making you guys understand it's a key component to this business. Okay, we're going to also cover in week 4 more prospecting techniques, because at the end of the day, like I said, without the customer paying you money, we're just smart guys that live in our mom's basement that know how to do, basic lead generation and SEO stuff. And I don't think any of us want to do that. We'll see you on the next video. Guys, what's up? Dan Klein here. And in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting you set up with some prospecting tools, some stuff that I want you utilizing with your business from here on out. These tools have been instrumental in my success, in many of our students' success, and so I want to make sure that you have them as well. Now, you're going to need to have the Google Chrome browser. So if you don't have Google Chrome, why don't you go over to Google and type in Google Chrome browser, okay, and download it, okay? Google.com/Chrome. It's going to be your best browser for the stuff that I'm going to show you how to utilize, okay? So once you got the Google Chrome browser downloaded, go to the Google Chrome web store, okay? And what we're going to do in this video is we're going to get you set up with an extension that I really like. And through the next videos, we're going to get you set up with some different tools, all free, of course. Nothing that I want you spending money on unless you want the premium versions, which you will get to. They're pretty cheap if you get them. But the first one is Banana Tag. Okay. Let me show you how Banana Tag works. So it's right there. So what you're going to do is go over and add it to Chrome. Now, not that one, but this one. I already have it, so it's already showing up for me. Now, Banana Tag works with, I'll pull this up real quick. Basically what Banana Tag is it's a way to find out when someone, you can watch this video, when someone actually opens and clicks on your email. So let me pull up my email real quick, and I'm sure you're going to see all sorts of crazy stuff in there, but I just sent out a bunch of emails this morning. And so I could see right here, this email was opened. So I can click on that, and it says, that at this time, I know that this person, who hopefully will be a job killer soon, just opened their email. Okay. So pretty cool intel to know when you're sending out a prospecting email, when you're sending over an email to a client, to know when clients open your email. Okay. Same thing is true. We can see when people are clicking on the links in your email. So I can see click notification. So I could see on the 9th of September that Maria that I sent this to. She clicked on the link in my email. I think this is my click. Now that might just be the email open. Let's see here. There's one. So I can see the actual link that they clicked on. So in this email, they clicked on my Facebook profile, and I could see what they did it from their Android, mobile, on the browser, where they were at, which IP address, which is not always perfect. So I want you to get Banana Tag on your computer, again, I don't remember all the email services they use it for. I know I'm a Gmail user. I believe in Gmail. I love Gmail because it's searchable. I can go back and search all old emails. But this is a very powerful service. It's got some other cool features like send later for prospecting stuff. Now I use another service as well that I'm going to show in another video. And that's going to be up to you if you want to use one versus the other. I use them simultaneously together for a couple different reasons, and I'll talk about that. But I believe you can send up to 100. You could track up to 100 emails with the free Banana Tag. I actually have the paid version of Banana Tag, and I think it's $5. Hold on a second. Oops. Let's see here. I'm going to log in real quick. So I can look at my email sends. I can see them all from their dashboard too. So the reason I like this guys, oh yeah, so I'm on the pro plan. I think I get a certain amount of, I don't know, guys. You have to look. They change their stuff all the time. But the bottom line is I paid the $5 or whatever they cost. So this is very interesting. So I get an 85% open rate on emails I send out from my Gmail account. I've tracked 259 emails, and my click rate is 57%. So I can go through and I can view, and you don't have to do anything specific. When you send the email, I'll show you real quick. When you send the email out, at the bottom, so if I did compose, you can track the email. That's the Banana Tag right there, is tracking that. So if I didn't want to track it, I could just turn that off. Okay. I'm going to show you cool stuff in the future videos, how we send out screencast videos for prospecting, how we track these things, how we send them to separate pages. I'm going to show you a lot of really cool prospecting stuff that I've taught over the last year, but I really wanted to centralize in this week 4 training because it's so important. Prospecting, guys, is the name of the game. It's why you're going to be making a lot of money or making no money at all. If you're not willing to prospect, you pretty much will fail at any business, because without prospecting, you don't make sales, and without sales, you don't make money. So keep that in your head. Again, I recommend, if you have not read the 10X book, or you have not read, if you have not read Sell or Be Sold, both those books up until this point, I really would say pause this training, go download those on Audible, listen to them while you work out, while you do whatever. Get your mind right so you can get your grind right, okay? So I'll see you on the next video. Make sure you download this over at the Google Chrome web store. Okay, add it to Chrome, and it will integrate with your email, and you'll be good to go, so you can start tracking emails for all the future stuff. Guys, what's up? Dan Klein here. Obviously, I'm filming this screencast video with some sort of software of some sort. I happen to use Screencast-O-Matic. You can go to Screencast-O-Matic by just typing in screencast-o-matic.com. I believe you can actually just go to Google. And sorry, I'm using 2 separate browsers. I don't use Internet Explorer because it sucks. But I had to do this on 2 browsers as I was doing this. So Screencast-O-Matic, you can do it. It's $12 a year for the Pro feature, so it doesn't say Screencast-O-Matic. Like, you don't see any of my videos saying that. I would recommend the Pro version because it's only $12. It's $1 a month. I think it looks a little chintzy to have the Screencast-O-Matic on the bottom of your video. Also, the Pro version has a lot of editing features that you can go in and do. This is very simple to use, guys. Let me see if I can bring this over actually. So I use the Pro version. It can store your uploads. It can do lots of different stuff. You can, anyway, so you guys can mess around with this. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of training on it. I just want to show you what I use for these screencast videos, because in future videos, I'm going to be teaching you, oh wait, they changed it. It's now $15 a year, but gives you a lot of cool extra stuff. Anyway, so you need to know, and you need to get comfortable with using this stuff. Do you need your face on screen like Brad does a lot? No, I don't do a lot of face on screen stuff because I'm usually like 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning, and I look like you know what, and I don't do it. So the cool thing though is just getting comfortable just talking on these. It's going to make you such a better explainer, presenter of what we do, and you're doing it in your own comfort zone behind your computer. So I just think that you want to get really comfortable with this stuff. You want to get used to this software, and it's a big piece of what we do. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to train on it in depth in more training prospecting videos, but I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, these screencast videos have made me millions of dollars. Prospecting local clients, it's so different for them to get a video, to get something in their inbox, to see something where someone actually took some time. They don't understand, before you saw, for many of you guys, before you saw this video, you probably said, hey, I wonder how they're doing those videos where they're filming their screen. Guys, a lot of people, and some of you guys knew how we were doing them, but a lot of people don't know how to do this stuff. A lot of people don't know how to do a screencast video, so it's very important. And I really like Screencast-O-Matic. It's $15 a year. You can't beat that. And get used to using this software. And then we'll see you on the next video. Guys, what's up? Dan Klein here. I'm going to show you the next tool that you're going to go put into your toolbox. Make you look a little bit more professional. And I'm not a big guy about looking like super professional by any means. I think it can get, I think people can overdo it. I don't think that's why people buy, is by how professional you look. But at the same token, I want to be a professional, and at least kind of position a little bit on people. And so this is a cool tool. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go over to the Google Chrome web store. As you can see, this is where we get a lot of free cool stuff. Click on that. And you're going to go and you're going to do Wise Stamp. Okay. Now, again, I use Wise Stamp in my Gmail. I think Wise Stamp is used. You can use it in other things, but as you can see, this is the one that I downloaded, Wise Stamp. And so I want you to go ahead and download Wise Stamp, and then I want to show you a little bit about it. Okay, so let's go over to my Gmail. Let's hit compose, and you'll notice instantaneously this entire this like kind of signature, Dan Klein, phone number, email, Skype, website. I got some Facebook, YouTube, Twitter stuff. I put a little banner at the bottom. I don't know, whatever. But and you can have multiple ones of these. So for the job killing one, I might just have this. For more just regular ones, I might remove it out. But Wise Stamp, you can go in and for free, you can set up your signature. That's pretty cool. Now, if you want the Wise Stamp taken off the bottom of it, and you don't want them branding their name, then you can pay like I did. I think like $40 a year, but I don't think you need that, guys. I just did it because whatever, it was not that much money. But I'm not telling you need to do that. But literally, I could change my stamp here. I could change that, and it's just updating over here, as you see. And then the cool thing is I could put a logo in there if you guys want to do that. You could put a picture of yourself in there. I can add all these different little elements if I want to add these elements. There's different style and design. You can change up the color schemes, typography, signature background. Guys, this is it's a pretty cool way to create like a kind of a professional looking signature. I think, probably removing this actually looks better. But I really like people to add me on Facebook so they can follow what I do. So that's why I really push that, and I put it in multiple places. But probably like a really good signature would be removing this as well, and just having this professional one-line deal with your name. And if you don't have a company, you don't need a company. Obviously you're going to probably get there in the future. If you don't have a website, don't put your website. But the bottom line is get your information in there and make it look kind of professional, so that when people get your email, it doesn't look like just a run-of-the-mill email. Again, it's free. You can use the Wise Stamp signature for free, and literally when you go to your Gmail and you compose a message, it's dropping it right in there every time for you. so you don't have to worry about it. So I want you to go ahead and get Wise Stamp and get your signature set up. You don't have to have it look like mine. Play around with it a little bit. You don't have to buy the pro version if you don't want to. I used the non-pro version for many months, and then I wanted to tweak something and it didn't let me do it, so I just said, oh, forget it. But again, I'm not telling you that's what you need to do or not do. I want to leave it up to you. Keep lean if you need to keep lean. Don't spend money where you don't need to spend it. It ain't going to make you any more money having this signature or not. I just want you to have it because I think it looks pretty professional when you send stuff out, and gives people a kind of impression, and I get a lot of feedback on this from different people. They really like it, so might as well share the love with you guys, so you guys could go ahead and rock it out as well. We'll see you on the next video. What's going on, guys? Dan Klein here. In this video, I have you over on a site called Fiverr, Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. Now, I don't want you spending a bunch of time getting hooked up with looking for services that you think you're going to use to build a legitimate business, because most of the stuff on here, especially as it pertains to SEO, is absolute garbage. So please stay away from it. Please don't ask questions if it's good for your business, because it won't be. But what I have you over here for is I'm going to show you where and what I want you to grab really quickly. There's other places to grab this stuff, of course, but this specifically is where I like to come over and grab my AdWords coupons. So go ahead and type in AdWords coupons and hang tight. Okay, so it's asking me to join right now. I'm already a member, but I want to just I'm going to show you some cool things, so make sure you it's free for membership, but make sure you do this. In later videos, in the bonus stuff I'm going to teach you guys, we're going to teach you a really great prospecting technique. So I want AdWords coupons. So you'll notice I like the $100 US. Now, if you're not in the US, you'll have to use one relevant to the area you're in. So I'd go click on, I'll give you a $100 US AdWords coupon for $5. So that's fine. There might be some better ones that are cheaper, but still it's $5 you're going to get this for. There might be ones that have like 10 of them. Let's see here. So there's an Australia one. Euro. Don't want that. Either way, guys, just find your $100 coupon and go ahead and grab it. It's going to cost you $5. So you just hit order now. I'll have to log in here. So 1 second here. So I go ahead and buy that. All right, so I already have one, so I'm going to go out of here. You'd go ahead and go through the purchase, and on the next video, I'm going to show you what you're going to do once you get that coupon. It might take 24 hours for that coupon to come in, but in the next video, I'm going to show you how to set up a specific account with AdWords that you have to do exactly the way I show you, okay? So we'll see you on the next video. Guys, what's up? Dan Klein here. In this video, we're going to go farther into getting your first campaign running inside Google AdWords MCC account. As always, you can always call Google at this phone number right there if you have trouble setting anything up with this account. They are there Mondays through Fridays. Please use their support and not the job killing support for setting this initial one up. If you run into any snags, things look different, it's been set up. They are fantastic at taking your money, so they'll be happy to do so. The cool thing is we got a coupon on the way from the Fiverr thing we just did, so that's awesome. First thing I want to do is I want to come down here and I want to add an account. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to teach you to use AdWords Express. Here's the reason why. AdWords Express was made for local business owners because AdWords was way too complex, and AdWords can be very complex. The cool thing about AdWords Express is if you put in like a niche like carpet cleaning or plumbing, it's going to go out and it's going to grab all the keywords that they know inside of AdWords that would be the keywords you'd be trying to target without you having to go do a bunch of your own keyword research. Now, in the future, if you ever get a client that wants and you need to do like kind of an intense AdWords setup, what I do every time without fail, I don't know AdWords, I call their helpline every time and I make them set up the entire thing for me. I get one of their specialists. The way I think about this is they want my advertising dollars. Okay, they want me spending money, and they're going to go and do everything in their power to make sure that I have a campaign up and it's as easy as possible. So if you wanted to, in theory, you could do this on your first one, but I would say follow the AdWords Express setup. So we're going to do a new AdWords Express account. Okay, we're going to name this first one. We're just going to name it Folsom Carpet Cleaning. Now think of this as like you're managing the account for this company, okay? It's the MCC My Client Center. So this was a special part of AdWords set up for just agencies, okay? So I want you to go ahead and I want you to create account, okay? So think of this as that a normal AdWords account, you would just be managing your own stuff. My Client Center is set up for these agencies who might be managing 100 different businesses. So this is very fitting for the type of stuff that we're going to be doing inside of Job Killing and teaching you how to get up multiple sites and whatnot. So now that that's been set up, I want you to go ahead and click into this. And this stuff will change from time to time. So this interface could change from time to time. When I click over to AdWords Express, it's going to actually bring me to a much easier to follow setup. So now remember, I used the dummy domain. So this is where you're going to put in the domain. This is where you're going to put in the domain that you set up. So let me just double check that's spelled right. I think I spelled that right. Yep. All right, cool. So business name, we called this Folsom's Best Carpet Cleaning. Blah, I don't want that. Keep moving. All right. So we're doing the AdWords Express setup right now, so stick with me as we get this thing going. Really simple stuff. So right away, it's already targeted down. Now, it's up to you on your radius, but I wouldn't go anything bigger than, depending on the area, probably 15, 20 miles. Obviously, the bigger the area, just make sure and understand that you're not going to get too far outside. But this is fine. If it didn't pull in your address right off the bat, you're going to want to type in your address here. So you could type in just the city name. So if I wanted Folsom, I could just type in Folsom, California and search, okay? So that's that. I might go to 20-mile radius. Up to you if you want to stay at 15. There's no rhyme or reason why I picked 20. What's the name of the service? What type of service? So it's a carpet cleaning service, right? So now I can choose what other things I want to go for. Upholstery cleaning, yep. Rugs, sure. Floor damage, Commercial carpet cleaning, yeah, sure, why not? That's a big ticket item. And we're going to go ahead and hit next. So now what's happening, and please disregard the domain. I used the dummy domain, so don't freak out about that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to write some ad text. Now, I'm not a pro at writing ad text, but what I like to do is, this is actually fine. Sometimes I like putting best deals or stuff like that. But no matter what you put in here, and maybe we'll give some ad text best practices, but this is fine. Residential carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, call now. So a little call to action. Great. Carpet cleaning. I like putting the area in. Or you could put in, best and best carpet cleaner. Oh man, you see why you want to do it their way. Top carpet cleaner, Folsom. Sure. Okay, so maybe we'll add best residential carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, call now. Okay, great. So now I want to make sure I get my phone number that we're using. Okay, so I'll just make sure I copy that, bring it over, paste it in there. Okay, great. Next. All right, so call reporting. What is call reporting? Well, call reporting is Google actually puts in, they put in a phone number of their own, and I don't really like it. So I'm not going to use it because we have our own call reporting. So we're going to use this number instead of their number that they're going to use for us. So I'm going to go ahead and hit next. So now we got a $100 coupon, right? So the thing about AdWords, if you put your budget too low, they're not going to show your ad much. What we want to do is we want to use this AdWords coupon to kind of jump the results and start getting you calls right away. Okay, so if we put it too low, again, we're going to be pushed down. Remember, you can pause this at any time, so just put it on your calendar when your $100 runs out, okay? So I'm going to put my ad budget to, let's just say $50 a day. So I know this is probably freaking you out, but I'm just going to keep it at that, and I'm going to monitor it. You can also do it for 25 a day, whatever you want to do. Just make sure you monitor it, okay? So this is saying it's going to get me this many clicks on average per month. Okay, cool, no problem. So let's keep moving. So there's my ad. Again, your ad and the copy of your ad could really help or hurt your ad in general. So I'll try to get you guys some different good ad templates that you can follow. But again, just getting this stuff up and not overthinking it is what I'm trying to get you through right now. So we're going to hit next. Okay, United States, great. If you're in a different country, use your country. So this is where you're going to fill out your information. Now, the way that those coupons work is, I'm going to use my credit card. The way that those coupons work is it's going to bill you $25 to spend $100 of Google's money. Not a big deal. Remember, this is marketing money that you're spending. So you're spending a little bit of money, you're priming the pump, you're trying to get some phone calls going. And yeah, it's okay if you spend 25 bucks of your own money. Remember, Google's giving you 100, so you're getting like $125 of total money. Let me pause this and fill out my information. Okay, I just filled out all my information and I got my credit card on file. Now, they have not asked for my coupon code that you're going to be putting in here, so just be patient. This is the screen currently as of right now, the 13th of September, what it looks like. If you have problems, feel free to phone into the Google AdWords help. Please do not post about AdWords questions in the private Facebook group that pertain to their interface because it will change. Okay, so I want to continue to the dashboard. Okay, so now here's the dashboard. This is pretty cool. I want to dismiss that. I don't need that. So this is pretty cool because this right here is allowing me to see the search phrases that they're putting out there for me. Obviously, I have not spent any money yet. I'm spending $25 a day, and these are the things that my ad is looking for. Again, I could always come in here and change this. I don't want to do this right now because that call reporting, we have our own through CallSling, right? So these are the different devices that are going to be shown of where the ads are coming from, or where, if it's through Google search or through partner sites, that means your ad is like displayed on partner sites. You've probably seen that before. Okay, so that's kind of how that looks. Now I can easily pause this ad and deactivate it. I don't want to deactivate this ad though. Okay, I'm just trying to show you guys where you do that at inside this AdWords Express. Now what I want to do is come up to here. I want you to click on billing. Okay. Now I want you to click on incentive management, and I want you to type in your promotional code. So my code is, let's see here. I'm going to pause it because it's not going to be usable. Oh, the promotional. Also, I might be using a different one than you guys are using. This one came in the mail to me. So this is where your promotional code is going to go, and then you're going to hit save. Okay. So that is, just type it in right there as you got it from your Fiverr gig. That's not how mine's set up. I have to actually call in to use mine right now. Okay. So you're going to go there. So remember, let's go back here and show you where this is at. Come into here, billing, incentive management, add your promotion code, put it right there, hit the save, okay, and you'll be good. Once that is set up, depending on how much money you set, so I spent $25 a day, so if I have $100 of AdWords money and 25 of my own that's going to be spent, that means I have 5 days that this ad's going to run. Now you can always come in and tweak and change. You don't have to do $25 a day. I'm just trying to give you a best practice to try to get this thing up and running and try to start getting phone calls coming in. Okay, so that's the ad. That's the ad setup, and I'm gonna talk to you about more about this stuff in weeks to come in some of the bonus material, how we really ramp up our use of this service. But I want you to get kind of used to it first. Okay, and know how to do it. Now, let's go back. So this is all set up. I'm going to deactivate this for now. I'm going to deactivate this ad. No, I don't want them. All right. All right, so there's my AdWords. I'm just in AdWords Express here. To get back to the main AdWords, I want to go to google.com, Google MCC account. Click on it. Probably going to ask me to log in again. Oops. My client center. Sign in. Okay. Hold on. There's my first client. Okay. Now let's just say I have another coupon. Here's the thing about this account. You cannot run another coupon to the same domain. I repeat, you cannot run another coupon to the same domain. It must be a different quote unquote business or domain. So if I wanted to go to one of my next businesses that I set up, next websites, I would simply add account, new AdWords, and maybe this one is roof cleaning. Create account. Now I have a whole new business that I can work with here. Okay? Whole new business. Now if I wanted to do another one, maybe I did a cell phone repair. So what we want to do here is we want to get ads going for our different clients. Okay? And we want to use those coupons, and we want to send traffic to all of our ads and start getting multiple calls coming in. Now, I want you taking these phone calls, and I want you personally handing them off to the business owner if you can. I would rather you not just send the calls in blind in Job Killing 2.0. I think that can cause a little bit of confusion. I think if you initially hand off the first one and just say, hey, I have a referral for you, and I'd like to send you another calls, and basically forward, with their permission, forward the call into them, and then call them right back on the tracking phone line so they hear the whisper and they know that's what you're doing and that the calls will be recorded through your line. Make sure you let them know all that stuff up front because it is important. It is the law. You send that stuff into them, but they already know that you've kind of done it, but you've handed off a referral from these AdWords coupons. Okay? So that's the best case. If you can't do that, then you're better off calling a company up and saying, hey, I would like to refer you some business. Can I send you a call in if I ever get a referral for you or not? My name is Dan, and I'm going to call you right back from the line I'm going to forward into you, and you're going to hear a whisper from me so you know it's coming from me. Don't worry about not paying or anything. And we'll get into this a little bit more, but I want to make sure that we do this correct Job Killing 2.0 and cut out some of the confusion that I think was just caused by just sending in the calls without them knowing who you were. Okay? In the next video, I'm going to show you how to pick out the client that you're going to send the calls to. Hey, what's going on? Dan Klein here. Hey, in this video, what I want to do is I want to show you how you're going to pick out the business now that you got your AdWords going, now that you got traffic and eyeballs hitting your site that you've been creating over the last several weeks. I'm going to show you some strategies. Now, each strategy is a little bit different. Each strategy is going to be up to you, how you want to approach it, but each strategy is pretty good. So let's go to the least aggressive. I'm going to go over to Moz.com. Again, this is that tool. They do some citation stuff. I'm going to try to get you guys. I'm going to pause this while I find it. All right. So you just click on products, Moz local, and we're going to do Folsom's best carpet cleaning. So what this is doing is looking for my listing, which is not going to be online because I threw in a different zip code. But what I wanted to show you is it starts bringing in all the different businesses that are in that marketplace. So I got Spiffy, I got Carpet Cleaning Folsom. This one's in El Dorado because I put an El Dorado Hills one in there. Goose's, we saw that one. Coach, ChemDry. So this kind of gives me a list of all the ones that are kind of nearby. So it gives you a starting point, right? If you want to go that direction and kind of see who's in the marketplace, maybe even look for some of these ones that are not verified because they're probably going to be the ones that are in need of leads because they haven't even verified their business. So that's one way, right? The second way that we can do and kind of look for the other businesses in the marketplace are going to be, and again, hopefully you've done your due diligence and you've called some of these so you kind of know who's the best price, who's the worst price. Again, you don't want to just get anyone and everyone. You want to find the right person. There's no, in this methodology, there's no like perfect scenario. Okay. You're going to have to just pick one, and you're going to have to call them up and say, hey, from time to time I get referrals for carpet cleaning. I'm looking to send referrals over to a carpet cleaning company in town. Would you guys be interested? And if they say yes, say, cool, I'm going to call you right back, and it's going to have a little whisper in your ear. I just want to make sure you get it, and then I'm going to try to send you some referrals this week, and I'm trying to build up a relationship with businesses and see if we can work together in the future. So that's one way, okay? Second way, go over to Google. Don't click on your own ad, and just type in carpet cleaning Folsom, if this is what you're going for. Now, I like to look at who's paying for ads. So right here, I have Heaven's Best. Now, on that previous screen, there's Heaven's Best right there. So Heaven's Best is willing to pay for a click, meaning they're willing to pay Google for a click. So they'd surely be willing to pay for a call or for leads, because that's why they're advertising. So Heaven's Best is an option there. Number 2, Stanley Steamer. Okay, so I could go back over here. Do I find Stanley Steamer? Maybe, maybe not, but either way, they're also someone I might call. Carpet Cleaning Folsom. Now, again, that's not their name. They're Pro Team Carpet Care. They got a nice little ad. And this is also a really good way to kind of come up with ad ideas, is look at other people's ads. But this is another person. Now, down the side here, we have all these other people that are running ads, okay? So get some ideas from people that are spending money. Every one of these people is spending money, okay? And they want as many leads as they can, because they're clearly spending over here or over here, because they're not showing up here where you're going to be headed, okay? And they're not showing up here where you're going to be headed, okay? So companies like this, these might be really good examples of people you might want to target. Now, the same thing is true over on Bing. If I typed in carpet cleaning Folsom, I'm going to have ads by Bing, okay? So we got this person. We got DC Cleaning. They weren't even on the other one. Fairest All Carpet Cleaners. I don't know. Might have to click on. I feel bad clicking on his ad because I don't really want it. And then we got Home Advisor, okay? This is a big national company but this might be another interesting place to see who's paying for ads. So this is going to lead me into my next strategy, which is a little bit more edgy in nature, because I kind of feel bad about it in a sense. I don't feel horrible about it because I'm trying to prospect, but go to a company like Home Advisor, and I'm looking for carpets or rugs, clean at home. I'd like to go through this. I would want my bedrooms, my stairs. I'm just trying to get a basic steam cleaning is fine. A level preparation. Yeah, sure. So I'm just basically putting my information in here. Ready to hire. I actually need my carpets cleaned, so this is not a BS ad. Say within 1 week. Just need some basic carpet cleaning done in my. Click continue, and so they're going to start trying to check availability, loading profiles. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. So this is where I would I'd put in my name, Dan Klein, El Dorado Hills. Put in my phone number. And put in my email, and then see matching pros. So I'm gonna get so I got South Lake Tahoe is paying for ads here, so I could look them up a little bit. South Lake Tahoe cleaning. So I might want to look this up and kind of take a look and see if this is a company that I might want to reach out to. If they're paying for Home Advisor, that means, let's see here, that means they probably aren't getting, now this is too far away, so this wouldn't be a good one. So that's one way. The other way is to do the same thing over at Thumbtack. So I go to my Thumbtack. I need a carpet cleaner. Okay, carpet cleaning, 95762. Just a moment. I would want a whatever you're gonna put, steam cleaning, dry cleaning, whatever. Just nothing, no stains. Whatever. 2-story. Let's just do 3 rooms. No stairs. Whatever. Nope. Dog. No. This week. Whatever. Okay. Nope. So if I put it in here, I only want quotes by email. I only want quotes by email only, or I only want quotes by email and text message. Now, the only reason I'd say you might only want quotes by email is because you don't want them to know, if you're going to use this as prospecting, that if they have your phone number, that you end up calling them on. So that'd be my only thing by saying, but you might not get as many quotes if you only do it by email. So it's going to be up to you. So I'll just do it by quotes by email only. Okay. And then boom, and I've hit get quotes. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to start getting quotes from all these different companies back to my Thumbtack. One second. And quotes, let's see here. Custom quotes. So here's some other quotes that I've paid for, and I've actually hired these services, from interiors to movers, videographer, and so I'll get custom quotes for carpet cleaner, and then on those custom quotes, I'm gonna have a list of carpet cleaners in the marketplace that I know are buying leads. I probably would not go back to them and say, hey, I saw you on Thumbtack, I know you want to buy leads, but I would make a list of those are my prospects in the marketplace that I know are buying leads. So those would be great people to send some free referrals. Obviously, you know, the fact that this just costs them money to quote you kind of sucks, but it would cost them money if we clicked over in Google or whatever. At the end of the day, the cool thing is you're going to bring them some free business, results in advance for them working at you. So you're going to easily cover the cost of what it costs them to. I think it's going to cost them $4 or $5, maybe up to 10, to quote you back. But you're going to get a really good list of carpet cleaners between Thumbtack, between Home Advisor, and between looking through Google AdWords as well as Bing. You're going to see all these people that are paying the marketplace. The third place or fourth or whatever number we're on, who you're going to look up and where you're going to find is, go thumb through your local newspaper, go pull your yellow book ads, go pull every coupon that you've been given in the last little while, and then a last place you're going to get a little lower person, generally, not always. I go into Craigslist, and I want to go down to services, and I'd probably go to services, skilled trade, carpet cleaner. Here's one right here in SAC. Okay, you make sure you're in your right area, and I could click into here, and I could see right there. There's their business. I could go over to Google, check out their business here, or go, search their business. Okay, cool, nice little site. There's their phone number. I could always call them up and see if I could send them a referral or two. They're obviously posting on Craigslist because they're hungry, and so that might be another place you can go and get some ads, or go and find some different businesses in your area. Okay, so between the Thumbtack, between Home Advisor, Google, Craigslist, all your local marketing materials that are sent out from coupon clippers, start doing research on who's spending money. That is probably the number one thing I can tell you in the world of working with local business owners. Local business owners that are spending money in one place are not afraid to spend it in another place. Okay, local businesses that don't spend any money, they're really difficult to get to spend money, because for whatever reason they're probably broke and they don't understand why they need to be doing stuff. So go and find businesses that are spending money through those different channels. I love the thumbtack one, but I also understand if you don't want to use it, but it is a really good way to get a list of all the people paying, and you know that they'd much rather have exclusive leads than have to bid against, 5 other service providers and try to be the lowest price in the block. When you can get them and start sending them leads and help them succeed, they're going to really appreciate the work that you're doing. So that's what your next step is. You're going to get on the phone, ask them if you can send them some referrals. Okay, pick one. Again, there's no right way to pick one. You're going to have to make a couple calls or send over a couple emails or whatever you're going to do. If you're too scared to do that, post up in the Facebook group that you're looking to partner with someone, and there's several people in the group that will have no problem doing this part of the process for you. Now, I would say, get out of your own comfort zone. Do not give up 50% of a deal. Here, let me just break down the numbers for you real quick. If when I first started this, would have given up 50% of my very first deal I ever did, it's going on 8 years. So what's 8 times 12? Oops. 8 times 12. So it's going on 96 months I've had this account. And it's $3,200 a month. So this is giving you a roundabout $307,000 has been brought in from this very first, or close to. It's probably not right on the dot because I know they didn't start out that, but let's just say, for the sake of the numbers, it's only $250 over the last 8 years that I've had this account. If I would have given up 50% of that deal up front to someone because I was too afraid to make the initial call and see if they wanted to get referrals or whatever, that would have been willing. I basically would have given up $125,000 over the lifetime of that deal. So the only thing I can say to you about partnerships in equity and giving up deals on joint ventures is that they're very expensive. I guarantee you, if I plunked down $125,000 in front of any one of you guys and I said, listen, all you got to do is you got to call for the entire day, just one day. You just got to call every carpet cleaner in your marketplace or every cell phone repair guy or every roofer. Okay, but at the end of the day, you're going to get $125,000. There's not one of you, not even one of you guys that wouldn't take me up on that. You're like, I don't care what they say to me, for 125 racks, I'm in. But the cool thing is when you do land it, if it's like the deal I landed, it's not 125, it's 250, $250,000 that pays off one home. Dude, the crazy thing about this business is I intend on these business owners that I work with to stick with me for 8, 10, 12, 15 ongoing years, okay? So don't think about them what they're worth for you this month. Think about what they're worth for you 8, 9, 10 years ago, like a real business person should. And when you have that moment of, I'm too scared, just take a moment and really start, even if it was a 750 account. Let's do that. Let's do 750 times 96 months, okay? That's $72,000, and you divide that by 2. Is it really worth a $36,000 phone call? The $36,000 phone call, you can remind yourself of that. Now, that's just using kind of how long I've been in this business and what it would have cost me and all the deals on average for someone else to do this part of the business for me, when in reality, it's really nothing more than fear. Get out of your own way. Do what I told you. Go find all the businesses. Make a little list of all the businesses, how they treat you. Call them as a consumer first and just see how you're treated, okay? But no matter what, don't be willing to give up half of your income because you're fearful. Swallow your pride, swallow your fear, whatever you got to do, and freaking get going. Let's go make some freaking money. Later. What's up, guys? Dan Klein here. Last video I showed you how to pick a business. Now that you picked a business, maybe you need a little scripting. Now, I'm more of a kind of run and gun type of a dude, but some of you guys like scripting or feel like you need it. I would still not read from a script. I'd try to get it down. But I'm going to take you through, this is called the buffoon technique. I did not invent this technique. But the idea is a buffoon walking into a dark area in a bad area of town with a bag of money. Okay. So think about like some guy that's just rolling out. He's got a bag of money in his hand and he's going into a dark alley. Okay. He has no idea he's just about to get robbed blind. and you've done a little experiment online, you're getting phone calls, you don't know what to do with them, and you want to dump them on them. Okay, so this is a really good kind of like getting into character. So you're this buffoon, like, hi, I'm Dan. I did this weird experiment online, and I'm getting all these phone calls. I don't really know what to do with them. Is there any way I can send them your way? Okay. Now, meanwhile, we want to qualify them using posturing. Okay, so let's just kind of do this. Hi, yeah, my name is Dan. Do you guys do carpet cleaning, right? We sure do. Oh, okay, that's great. The reason I'm calling, notice I'm stuttering, okay? I'm trying to sound like a buffoon. That's great. The reason I'm calling is I own a company, and I'm getting all these calls, and they're folks that are looking for carpet cleaning quotes, but I'm not in that business myself. And the reason I'm calling is to find out if you guys would even be interested in taking these clients from me. Now, I overdid the even, but understand it's like, didn't know if you guys would even be wanting to take these clients over from me. So then the next part, so this is the intro, and you can hear kind of both of them. Intro. Okay, so these are the responses. Okay, tell me more. I don't understand. What kind of clients? These are the main things that they say. So like, I don't understand. Well, what happened is this is going to take a second to explain. And so please bear with me. So that's a really good way of kind of laying it out to them, because you don't sound like a scripted salesperson. You sound like a buffoon. Okay. So I put a number up on a website to do a test, with this recent update, Google update. And one of them was in the carpet cleaning industry. That's actually what I do. I get websites on Google. Anyways, the test did way better than I expected. So now that I have this site with my number on it, and I'm getting all these client calls for carpet cleaning, so rather than take the site down, I thought I'd make a few calls and find someone who wants more business. So I don't know. Would you even be interested in taking a few extra clients? Okay. So then the next questions that they might ask us, what is your website? And this is where, it's not always going to ask. They're not always going to ask what your website is, but they might say, well, let me take a look at your website. Well, see, that's just it. I'm not sure I'd want to discuss that because the website I put up was just put up to do a test. I don't actually provide those services, so I'm not comfortable revealing that just yet. The only reason I'm calling is to find out if you guys would even be interested in taking these clients. I'm not sure. Oh wait, if not, I'm sure I can find a carpet cleaner who would love to get more business. Is there a cost to this? What's the cost? I'm not a salesperson, to tell you the truth. I don't even know what something like this is even worth. At this point, I'm just calling to see if you even want these clients. So as you can see, you're basically just trying to get them to say yes. Yeah, just refer them to us. Well, that's exactly what I want to do, but it's not that simple as that. Wait for a reaction. This is where you're going to kind of prime the pump. Well, see, I'm really busy and I don't have the time. I would much rather simply get this set up so they phone or email you directly. So basically what you're trying to do is push the phone calls to them. Now, again, this is a good script. You can adjust it, but I want you to get the context of it. You don't have to be a salesperson to do this. Okay, let's see here. Okay, well, tell you what, I hope you don't mind, but I don't know you guys. I had to look you up because I don't personally know one in the business. Would you be open for us to meet up once I get to know you better? Maybe we can work out the details. So this is just saying meet on your own terms. Even if they want to meet you at 12, move it to 12:15, blah, blah, blah. That's just basic positioning. And then if you get a voicemail, hi there, my name is Dan. I'm looking for someone who does carpet cleaning. If you don't mind giving me a call back at your earliest convenience, my phone number is blank. Again, my name is Dan, and the number is this. Thank you. Have a great day. So in reality, what you're trying to do is you're trying to position on them that you own this. You're not trying to reveal all your secrets, but ultimately you're just trying to get them you're just trying to send them in some calls to see if they take them and then move the relationship from there. It's a really good script. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. How you find this script? Go into the Facebook group, click on files. I want you to scroll down and you're going to see the phone script. You can download it right there, or you can click and you can hit preview. Again, just one script. It's worked out well for me. I've done tons of variations. I don't ever read it. I just go into the call thinking like I'm a buffoon. I'm just kind of like, and I've done variations that, and very true, like that, hey, my name is Dan. This is probably gonna be a little bit strange, so bear with me. I love saying bear with me because you don't sound like you thought this out. But bear with me. I partnered with a guy in the carpet cleaning industry, or I was going to partner with a guy in the carpet cleaning industry, and it ended up falling through. And now I'm getting phone calls to this site I put up with a phone number on it, and I don't even know what to do with these calls, and I don't know anyone else in the market for carpet cleaning, and I'm just looking to find someone who would even be willing to take these. So same kind of script. That's kind of another way of going about it. And then they'll ask you, well, what's the site? Well, see, that's just it. Right now I'm just trying to find a company that would be even interested in it, because it's sitting there, and is that something you guys would even be interested in? And so you're just trying to get them to say yes. Again, I don't have a problem with revealing the site, really. But the bottom line is it's getting calls, and the AdWords, even if your site's not getting calls, your site's about to get calls with the AdWords coupon we just told you to set up. You will start getting business and traffic and whatnot. So this is a really good way to qualify and try to get some people that are interested, and just try to get the calls to start coming in, so they can start trying you out. So the first thing you're going to do as soon as they say, yeah, we'd be willing to do that. So, okay, what I'm going to do, is this the best number? Is this the best number to send the calls to? And they're going to say yes, and say, okay, what I want to do is I want to test this right now and make sure that the calls are pushing into you, because right now they're just coming right to my cell phone. You're going to hang up, you're going to go into CallSling, you're going to put the phone number in of the business owner that you just called, and then you're going to put the whisper on there, and then you're going to call them up, and they're going to hear the whisper for the first time. And then now you're going to need to let them know. So we have that I forwarded you the calls. All calls are recorded for training purposes, and that's that. And then also in the next video, what I'm going to show you do is I'm going to show you how to turn all of your form entries. This is incredibly important, and you guys need to pay attention. I don't ask you to do much as far as purchasing other things, but I would highly recommend watching the next video and getting this next part of the piece of the puzzle set up. So I'm going to show you how to turn all your forms, the instant quote form, into live calls now that you've got a business owner. And I would say 40% of your leads will be from the form. So this is a huge, huge feat that we put together, and it's a fantastic service I'm going to show you in the next video. What's up, guys? In this video, I want to show you kind of how this whole entire CallSling game changer product works, why you need to grab it right away, why it's so important to your business if you're going to be in the lead generation business, and all the different other applications you can go ahead and use it with. So first and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and click into the website. This is going to make a lot more sense, because right below this video, I'm going to show you the game changer on this same screen in a live demo. I actually recorded the demo a long time ago, but in an effort to not make the same demo over and over and over again, I'm just going to kind of walk you guys through the why. Okay, so we show you guys on all of your guys' sites that we want a quote form on your site. And the quote form can have whatever information you want on it, right? That doesn't matter, okay? So it can be carpet cleaning, it can be whatever. But the quote form, in the problem where lead generation breaks down by having both a phone number and a quote form, is the phone numbers we can easily forward into these businesses, right? We could simply change the tracking phone number, and every person that calls this phone line is going to get directly routed to the number that we put in CallSling. Correct? Everyone's on the same page, right? So then what happens is the other 40% of the people that fill out an instant quote, what happens is that just gets delivered by email. Now that's not going to stop. We still want to deliver an email copy of that. But what was happening to me at my window tint business was I was generating so many leads through these quote forms. I was getting a ton of phone calls, but I was also getting a ton of these leads filled out. Now, as my workers were sitting inside and doing all of the window tinting, these leads would be dropping into their email box. Now, I was not at the shop because I didn't necessarily work there. I just did all the lead generation and owned the business. But what was frustrating to me was I was noticing all these people that filled out quote forms were never buying window tint from us. And I was like, well, what's going on? They're like, well, by the time we call them back, the person's already bought from someone else, because sometimes they wouldn't get back to them for 2, 3, 4 hours, even a day. So I said, I need to change how these quote forms work. Clearly, people are willing to put their information in to get info, but they're not getting called back in a timely manner. And I guarantee you this is a problem not only in our business, but in tons of people's businesses. So we went to the drawing boards with CallSling, and we figured out a way to turn any quote form on the internet into a live phone call. So in the next video underneath this one, watch the live demo of how the Game Changer works and how we're going to get it set up for you in the future videos so you can get this onto your site, on all your sites, because it's going to change how your leads are delivered. Watch the demo next, and I'll see you in the next video.
Let me show you how it works. So let's just say I'm getting a quote for window tint, and I type in my phone number here. Okay, and window tint, 2-door sedan, year 2014 Tundra. 2014. Bear with me here. So this is the user. They're filling out the information. Oh, whoops, I'm an idiot. Toyota Tundra, and I got to use another email because this is actually hooked up with my Aweber account. So I'm going to just do dan@jobkilling.com. Okay, so now check this out. We're going to hit submit, and let's just count the time. Watch my phone. Hang tight. So it's submitted them over to another page. They're looking at it. They're still browsing on the site. They're looking at some of my prices. Now again, this is for my actual business. So we have a clock ticking down on the bottom there as this waits. I'm not sure the exact amount of time, but it's somewhere in like the 20-second mark where we should get a phone call coming in from the business. So what's going to happen is their phone is now, it's triggered a phone call at their location. Here they are, they're calling me. Hang tight. Hello.
Yes, this is David down at Try for Glass and Tint. I was calling because I received an email showing that you were on the website looking to get some window tint done maybe.
Oh, hey, fantastic, David. Hey, this is Dan. I was just testing the form, so appreciate it. I'll chat with you guys a little bit later, okay?
All right, sounds great.
Thanks, man. Okay, guys, so what you just saw there was within 10, 20 seconds, I don't know the exact time frame, I'm sure we can look at the clock. What happened was I submitted, I'm the user, I'm on this website, I'm browsing, I want an instant quote, I hit submit. The business, their phone starts ringing. They pick up the phone, it says, hey, you have an instant quote, or you have a free lead, or whatever it's going to say in their ear. Press 1 to connect right now. They press 1, it dials out the number that I put into that form and records the outbound call now. And now you don't have to have these business owners, these owners of these businesses, you don't have to worry about them calling it back. It forces the phone call for them, and it records the outbound.